matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Halliburton. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Clock at 6. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Defense doing their best to put Halliburton off balance, but he stays flexible, kind of warps around the defense and adjusts to the contact.
Now Hero to the inside. Halliburton with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Nailed from three-point land.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
Adebayo down low. Covered by Siakam. Oh, and here comes Mathurin all alone. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Oh, the size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
And this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Here's Hero.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Turner finds Siakam. Outside Mathurin. On the wing, Turner. Siakam outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And a wide open look for Hero. Hero can't get that one to fall. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. With the drive, good on the shot. Hero's got his second bucket of the night.
In the flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Halliburton with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Hits it from three-point range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That three off the mark. And now Siakam pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And it's Mathurin missing. The Heat trail by 7. Higgins outside. Ware passes to Burks. Fires the three. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
He is in a a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Mathurin misses the wing J. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Stolen by Hero. It's good. This game is all even. Hero's got 6 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adebayo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the tie. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
They've got Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Mathurin for 3. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. 14 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Burks kicks to Hero. Adebayo against Siakam. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Shooting for India.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Now, Hero, he has 6, and it's in there. Hero's got 8.
In that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
Halliburton finds Turner. Halliburton outside. It's Nembhard on the wing. He's covered by Hero. 6 on the shot clock. And it comes off the front of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
To the middle. Here's Wade. Oh,
and he got fancy with that one.
yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
3.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Now, here's Burks. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Burks, the pass to Ware. Here's Adebayo, covered by Siakam. Burks' shot is good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Now the Heat with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
Here's Ware. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Heat have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. The Heat making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Should there have been more? Possibly.
Where good.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Burks with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. And Adebayo throws it down.
Love it when the big guy like Adebayo is out there making it happen in the fast break.
And here's Burks. 15 points in the game. Here's Mitchell. And a missed layup.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game so far from Alec Burks.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Neesmith is out there with Obi Toppin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. It's T.J. McConnell. And it's Shepard in a shooting guard.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Bryant.
Bryant doing some work on the inside. Nice soft touch from 10 feet and in.
Mitchell wide open. Sinks the triple. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. Got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
The Heat leading by 8. Pass to Jovic. On the wing, Hawkins. They set the screen. Offline with his 3. Hawkins with the steal. Lets it go from deep. Here's Love. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Shepard. He's got 5. Here's Neesmith. Drills it from outside. Neesmith has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Mitchell gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 7. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's McConnell. And the layup falls.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Mitchell into the lane. Takes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 9. Here's McConnell. Bryant with it. Now Now defended by Mitchell. Here's Toppin. Back to Bryant. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Robinson. Here's Bryant. And Bryant throws it down.
And good recognition for Bryant to head right to the hoop.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jovic. And it's Bryant with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid straight up and in. And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
The drive by Mitchell. And he makes that one. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Toppin. And they pick up 2. And it's now only a 1-point Heat lead.
Toppin not letting the defense hold him back.
Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Robinson for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Shepard. It's deflected. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jovic. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. For the tie. Rebound by the Heat.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Indiana trailing here. At the elbow, Toppin to the paint. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And Bryant, with that kind of positioning, he's going to get the dunk.
Robinson left side. Here's Jovic. Here's Hackett. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Out to Turner to take the lead. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Halliburton against Hero. Ware, and he jams it with authority.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
Stolen. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Salto.
Burks on the wing. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Here's Nembhard. The teardrop falls in. Nembhard's got his first points of the night.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch-and-shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. Pass to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, he can be such a powerful dunker. Wiggins that time with some force at the rim.
Here's Halliburton. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now, here's Burks. Tight defense on him. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Good to see Wiggins out there from the corner. Just great rhythm on that play.
And Turner kicks to Siakam. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside, Hero. The tray. Siakam pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's Nembhard on the wing. Siakam finds Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. Right side Turner. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Good on the three-point shot.
And Halliburton looks absolutely unfazed by the moment.
The Heat leading by 4. Pass to Burks. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Hero. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring. Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
And there's the drive. Wiggins dishes to Ware. Burks kicks to Hero. From deep. Burks can't get it to go. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Mathurin. Yes!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's out of bounds. Let's see, they say last touch by Mathurin.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's Mathurin, the fast break chance. Siakam passes to Halliburton to tie it up. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here he goes. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Nembhard, the pass to Turner. They get it again. Outside for Halliburton. Misses the 3. And so it's Miami winning this one. Probably a little closer. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.
These two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Gogo is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at point. They get it again. Hero with the bucket.
Yeah, busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Suggs outside. Banchero surveys. Corner shot. Suggs, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Snatched up. Here's Ware. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Miami shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. That one's no good. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
The deep three from Hero. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Hero's got 5 points. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Fires from the wing. And he comes up with a bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Hero for three. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero outside. On the wing, Suggs. From about 19, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
A solid jump shooter. Now, the defense has to get up on Suggs, or that's going to happen.
Pass to Ware. Here's Wiggins. And here's Hero. From downtown, offensive board. Adebayo. And then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, his eyes opened wide. Adebayo knew he had a chance to do something special.
For Miami, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Wiggins from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The three from Suggs. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 3. Fires the three. Ware. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Suggs outside. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Sends it home from three-point land.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Pass to Adebayo. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Adebayo's gotten his second bucket on the night. Here's Suggs. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Takes the three. Rebound Miami. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Hero for three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wagner on the wing. Fires from deep. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Burks for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Yeah, and this is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Batadze, the pass to Banchero from the arc. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat up 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Miami.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Cole Anthony out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Batadze in at center, filling out the middle. For 3, Anthony. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Hero against Anthony. Hero, the pass to Burks. Let's go with a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Anthony outside. Fires from the corner. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Burks. Wiggins against Anthony. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Outside Burks. Adebayo, a screen on Wagner. Burks for 3. It's rebounded by Batadze.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And Carroll with a screen on Adebayo. Step back shot. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Wagner's got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Hero against Anthony. Pass to Wagner. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve. You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out brings it.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. The 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fires it from 18. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Adebayo.
Yeah, good job by Wiggins. Playing at his pace and carving out space for his shot.
Shoots from the elbow. And Wagner gets it to go.
And just using the size advantage he has, I mean, he can easily see over the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
And that one drops. 12 points for him.
Yeah, coming in at full speed. Hero was just too quick.
On the the wing, Anthony. He's guarded by Hero. Tipped. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Wiggins from long range. Rebound by the Magic. Adebayo passes to Hero. Now Burks. That's tipped. Banchero outside. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Banchero with a screen on Burks. For three, Caldwell Pope. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Miami leading by 10. Adebayo sets a screen. Burks goes in. Wagner with it. Now Wiggins defending. Three-pointer, Anthony. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Adebayo a screen on Caldwell Pope. Burks passes to Hero. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one drops for him.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Anthony finds Banchero. Three-pointer. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Burks for 3. Drains the triple. Burks has got 6. 8 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Wagner. The 3. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Miami Heat now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot draw. They're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Mitchell out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
The 3 is up. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami leading by 13. Top of the key. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Orlando with the ball. Here's Black. Here's Wagner. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Magic trail by 13. Pass to Black. Fires the 3. Sure, from three-point range. Black's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Isaac.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Carter, the pass to Isaac. Hey, puts up a 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Miami leading by 10. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Highsmith, he's checked in for Jaquez. And a change for the Magic. Suggs is checked in.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And it's Robinson penetrating. Count it. Good. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
The three from Suggs. Orlando gets it back. Isaac, soft touch off the glass.
And really nice timing by Isaac on the glass, winning himself a great second chance look.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside for Mitchell. Up top, Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. Count that one. Robinson's got 6. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. A 12-point game. Wagner outside. Mitchell grabs the miss. Miami's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Highsmith. No good on the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
A bigger guard, Suggs, fearless inside.
First trip to the line for him here.
Jalen Suggs.
Suggs hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. There's a screen. Pass to Love. Mitchell against Suggs. Mitchell, the pass to Love. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Magic trail by 10. Some room here for Suggs. And the deficit down inside single digits. He has 6.
Love the quick shot there. Suggs looking decisive and comfortable stopping and firing.
Robinson for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. And the Heat lead by 11.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. The 17-footer. Jump shot is good. Wagner's gotten 4 this quarter.
And a smart feed from Suggs. The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate open.
Pass to Robinson. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Right side, Carter. Over Love. Carter can't get it to go.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
And so it's the Miami Heat now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Bataze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet, he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Heat leading by 14. Pass to Ware. Wiggins, left side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Banchero.
Good work by Wiggins going right into the coverage. Now, he knows how to get himself to the line and get the shot off.
All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys. But now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. And the Heat lead by 19. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The three from Banchero knocks down the long J.
Shooting off the catch or creating off the bounce, Banchero does both equally well.
Pass to Ware, back to Wiggins. Over Wagner, and the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins got 7 points here in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off, and so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Burks for three. They get the rebound. And the shot's good by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 9 points here in the second half.
And quickness to the ball. Wiggins has elite traits, and you solve him in that sequence.
The three from Suggs. And he stays with it. Takes a three. Drills it from deep.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Wiggins outside. They set a pick for three. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Exclamation three from Wiggins.
Magic trail by 20. Suggs, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Wiggins right side. And no good. 6 for 9 from the field now. Here's Banchero. Rebound Miami. Ware's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Wiggins from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Pass to Burks. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Wiggins. And again, no good by Miami. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The three from Suggs. Knocks down the triple. Hero with it. Pass to Adebayo. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 20.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Adebayo, a screen on Caldwell Pope. It's Adebayo, high post. And stolen by Banchero. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. From deep three-point land. Rebound by the Heat.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want that.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for a look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Vitadze in at the 5 down low. And for Indiana, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, the small forward. And it's Banchero missing. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Vitadze with the bucket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
On the wing, Mathurin. He's defended by Wagner. Siakam's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wagner finds Suggs. Over Mathurin. And it's Suggs missing. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. Pass to Siakam. Takes the 3. Indiana again missing. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Nembhard covering. Halliburton against Suggs. Banchero with the ball. 5 on the clock. Another miss by Orlando. Siakam for 3. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And it's the Magic's ball. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Here's Halliburton. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Pass to Vitadze. Back to Banchero. From past the arc. It's good from long range. Banchero's got 5.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Turner. Outside for Halliburton. Mathurin with the ball. He's defended by Wagner. Tries to save it. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Trains it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. Over Siakam. And it's Banchero missing. Indiana trailing here. And Siakam with the basket on the assist from Mathurin.
Well, we talk about Siakam stretching to the three-point line. He knows no bounds out there. My goodness, that was long.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Banchero with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Vitadze. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Turner for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Suggs. Off target with his 3. Pacers trail by 5. And a wide open look for Halliburton. They get it back. Pass to Nembhard. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Buries it from 3-point range.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play.
View the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Like there's still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. Here's Shepard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. How do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability. Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
Banchero passes to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Banchero. Fires from deep. The Magic getting another chance here. Takes a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Bryant outside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's an example of the toughness that Thomas Bryant brings to the table. He will not go away.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Anthony against McConnell. A shot by Anthony, no good. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And both free throws good for McConnell. The Magic trail by 3. The drive by Anthony.
We have seen Cole Anthony, the ability to get by that defender on a dribble drive, such a valuable attribute.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game.
Anthony, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Anthony. The Pacers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Left side, Bryant. Pass to Toppin. McConnell scanning the floor. Down low. Neesmith can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Bryant kicks to Toppin. Here's the three. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Orlando's gone for the 3-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Back to Anthony. 3-pointer from outside the arc. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. And it's Banchero missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And it's Shepard missing, Orlando leading. The 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Orlando's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
And finish off by Bryant.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
But credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Gogo Bitadze. Mo Wagner comes in for Banchero. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. And Black's subbed in for Caldwell Pope.
Boy, Halliburton going downhill on the attack. So few guys can stay in front of him.
A nice shot by Carter.
Assisted by
Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton for 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13 for the field since the start of the second. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. With the shot. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Matherin's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the 3. And the Pacers another 3. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And Wagner drives in. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
35. The Magic, 35. Fan, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you have to like what we're seeing so far from Paolo Banchero.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton into the 1. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Pacers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Here's Nembhard. Buries the long-range jumper. Nembhard's got the first basket of the second half here for Indiana. The Magic trail by 3. The drive by Anthony. Out to Carter. Pass to Black. Lets the 3 fly. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Halliburton passes to Siakam. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. And now a 6-point Indiana lead. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Suggs, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. Count it.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Siakam, good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Hard for Wagner to avoid the contact. His shooting ability is going to have defenders reacting to him.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Pacers leading by 6. Mathurin for 3. Black grabs the board. Orlando, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Now the Pacers moving it up. Siakam for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
And it's Suggs missing. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 12-3 run. Mathurin for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Suggs. Got it. Good job in the low post. Suggs has got 5 points so far.
How about the agility of Jalen Suggs to navigate the painted area and finish? Pretty nice stuff right there.
Siakam's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's up a 3. And it's Suggs missing. Pacers leading by 7. Halliburton for 3. Black grabs the board. The Magic have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Here's Suggs. Trains the 3-pointer. 8 points for him.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Siakam passes to Turner. The 3. Trains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Siakam. Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Counted, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Suggs.
Now, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
Here's Turner. And Turner with the slam.
Okay, Miles Turner showing off a little bit of athletic ability. No doubt on that one.
Suggs kicks to Carter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. Hines checked in for Turner.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 3, Thomas Bryant.
McConnell against Suggs. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Indiana leading by 7. Pass to Toppin. Beyond the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Now, here's Suggs. Defense is right there. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Back to Black. Orlando moving the ball around. And that one is good from Suggs.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Toppin can't get it to go. No good that time. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up.
It's time to get it
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Pacers leading by 5. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the center.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
McConnell against Suggs. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Toppin's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pacers.
Wow, from the arc, Toppin shoots with real authority. You can tell it's an area of the floor that he's comfortable.
Here's Wagner. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Suggs. Bangs home the trifecta.
The defense is so focused on taking away a Jalen Suggs drive and finishing the cup. This is what it opens up right here. Make those jumpers when conceded, Jalen.
Pass to McConnell. Bryant, a screen on Suggs. Spins. Here's McConnell. To the left wing. Here's Shepard. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Drives to the hoop. Here's Wagner. Neesmith covering. Here's Bitadze. Fires from the corner. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And it's continuous. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone. Nembhard's shot is good.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
Here's Suggs. A second chance effort. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Indiana leading by 6. Mathurin attacking. Kicks it out to Siakam. Mathurin, good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Hands it from downtown.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Got a piece of it. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Orlando grabs the miss.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
You love that a guy so young like Paolo Banchero is ready in the big moment to step up and deliver.
Loads it up there for Siakam. An emphatic LU jam.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Halliburton. Pacers leading by 4. Mathurin for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
What a loader. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
That one goes in.
Jalen Suggs, a big-time bucket. This guy is fearless.
Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
And how about the poise Caldwell Pope displayed on that possession? They needed an important basket, and he was ready and willing.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Launches it. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
They're in for 3, and it's Orlando with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To take the lead. Here's Bitadze. Pass to Wagner. For three. Buries it from outside.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope for three. The rebound by Turner. Halliburton outside. Right between the eyes. And we got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for...
Oh, big time play!
And he nailed it! Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream of a more dramatic finish. 3 points right as the buzzer sounds. This is a ball game people will be talking about for quite some time.
And so the big...
Basketball, Clark.
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Alec Burks. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. Now here's Siakam. Siakam with a screen on Hero. And the dunk by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton, not wasting any time or motion.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. Inside. Outside Burks. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Halliburton goes. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Driving lanes are created because they have to respect Halliburton's perimeter shot.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
And here are the Pacers now. After the basket by Miami. Halliburton, great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
Burks for 3. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Hero, no good. The Pacers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And here's Siakam for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Halliburton against Hero. Works for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Matherin. There's the 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Adebayo. Hero outside. No good again that time. Indiana leading by 9. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
And Allie, thank you for that. Stripped away. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Heat trail by 11. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little area.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Matherin. Miami making their last shot. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Fires for 3. The rebound by Burks. Heat trail by 8. Hero outside. Back to Burks. The kick out to Wiggins. Hero outside. Pass to Wiggins. Oh, and Turner with a block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Indiana leading by 8. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Halliburton, the pass to Matherin. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ware. Here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Second chance shot. No good at the rim.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Pacers. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Duncan Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the center position, filling out the middle. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Knocked away. Oh, stolen by Turner. In transition, here come the Pacers. Siakam with it, guarded by Adebayo. Here's Turner. Doesn't go for him. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Wiggins against Matherin. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Nice shot by Turner.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Robinson for 3. Drills it from deep. Robinson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, what a leap by Matherin, finishing off the lob pass with authority.
Sinks the tray.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Siakam, the pass to Turner. Back to Siakam. Pass to Turner. to the middle. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015. For much of his career with the team, he's endured the trade rumors. He said, "I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy." And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Nembhard. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wiggins against Halliburton. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. Wiggins with a steal. Jumps up. Okay, Wiggins putting on a show here.
Spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Turner finds Siakam. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
He hits the second from the line. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's where. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Good on the second one. Indiana leading by 12. Outside Mathurin.
Deep foul.
Clark talking about Benedict Mathurin. He's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Now here's Wiggins. Outside Burks. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Ware. 6 to shoot. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now here's Robinson. Here's Ware, covered by Bryant. Over to the left wing. Pass to Adebayo. And the three off target. Knocks it loose. Robinson with a steal. Wiggins from long range. Indiana with a rebound. And they're on the break. McConnell from outside. Gets the three ball to go. McConnell's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Burks. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Indiana going into the break up 12. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Neesmith. Then it's Toppin. And it's Bryant in at the 5. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Highsmith comes in for Jaquez. Here's Bryant. Toppin outside. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3. Toppin's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
11 feet out. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Over Toppin. Here's Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Good work by Love using his size right there to grab the loose ball and then find his own look at the basket.
Bryant, the pass to Toppin. To the inside. Back to Neesmith. Shot from the wing. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Kicks it to Hero. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. 5 on the clock. Releases. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Toppin on the take. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Outside Neesmith. Toppin outside. Back to Neesmith. Toppin, a screen on Hero. Here's Neesmith. Rebound Miami.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Jovic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Pass to Toppin. Here's Shepard. Robinson defending. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And here's Shepard for 3. Drops in the 3. Shepard's got 5 points.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Jovic. Guarded by Toppin. Love, that's good.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Here's Bryant inside. Love's there. Bryant, the pass to Toppin. Here's Shepard. And he banks in the layup. Shepard's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Hero against McConnell. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Outside Robinson. Hero outside. Doesn't go that time. McConnell outside. Stolen by Hero. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Miami shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half. From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Indiana with a 9-point cushion at the end of the... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth quarter. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
And here's Siakam for three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. On the wing, Burks. And he dunks it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
It's stolen by Halliburton with the fadeaway. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Left side, Mitchell. And he hits it to tie the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
2 points. That one goes.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Mitchell against Halliburton. It's stolen by Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. The 3-ball. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Halliburton against Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. To take the lead. He drops it from range.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them. And we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Burks for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable. What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Adebayo. Outside Burks. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Burks. He's guarded by Nembhard. Clock at 2. Adebayo from long range. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You know something else, guys? They came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Burks finds Wiggins. And Wiggins knocks down the three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
This is what the team likes about Matherin. He's calm and cool when they need him to step up.
Here's Mitchell. Outside Burks. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his third foul so far. Miami making a switch here. Hero's checked in. Here's Hero. Has to wear. Off target from outside. Halliburton outside. Now Nembhard. With the drive. Yeah!
No way Halliburton is going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. That's tipped.
It's all about getting a three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
And connect from downtown.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Adebayo from long range. Oh, my! What a shot!
During this final quarter, he has erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going down.
So a close game sees Miami taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
Features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
So here's Miami's starting group. Alec Burks is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. From the corner. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Here's Orlando now. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. A 3-ball. And it's Miami with the rebound. Mitchell with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Burks kicks to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night. Caldwell Pope favors the corner shot at times, and he can drill it.
He'd have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Mitchell outside. The fadeaway. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Suggs dishes to Banchero. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Wiggins from outside drills the 3-pointer.
Love it when Wiggins plays with this kind of confidence, especially off of the dribble where he can get dangerous.
Wasted no time on that one.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And it's Suggs missing.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from it.
Ware passes to Wiggins. Ware controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Over Adebayo. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Wagner.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. Think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
The Magic trail by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Ware. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Ware's got 5 now.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Banchero against Adebayo. Here's Bitadze, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep, Adebayo. Offensive rebound, Heat. Wiggins passes to Burks. Adebayo with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Burks can't get it to go. Burks with the steal. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Cole Anthony is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. There's Wagner with the 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the 3-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Banchero looking around. Buries it down low. Banchero's got 6.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Mitchell kicks to Ware. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Adebayo. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Magic. At the elbow, Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
He makes that look so easy. Andrew Wiggins up and down on the alley-oop.
Anthony dishes to Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 9. On its way from Burks for 2. And it's Wagner with the rebound. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about KCP, the guard getting in there, being active down low and forcing the defense's hand?
The Magic shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. He's checked in for the Magic.
Give it up for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes.
Wiggins against Wagner. Here's Banchero. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Banchero grabs the board. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up to Orlando. 7-point differential.
You know Caldwell Pope can handle tough situations. He'll get into the mix and draw some fouls.
For Orlando, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Mitchell against Anthony. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Well, Caldwell Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Mitchell. Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Miami no good on that time either.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Wagner, a screen on Adebayo. Banchero, that's good.
He's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
A shot by Burks, nobody around. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Wagner passes to Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Goes in for the dunk. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead, up 1. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Jaime Jaquez. Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Orlando trailing here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Hero kicks to Robinson. Crafty moves, and it's good on the way in. Robinson's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Heat.
And Robinson doing some work inside at 6'7". He could do that.
And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Orlando making a change here. Suggs is checked in. Suggs against Hero. Love outside. Pass to Robinson. Uncovered. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And now a 5-point Miami lead. Suggs against Hero. And it's Suggs missing. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Love the pass to Jaquez. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Jaquez has got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Hero finds Robinson. Back to Hero. This one for 3. Orlando grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drops in the tray.
Oh, terrific move offensively from Suggs. He is locked in on that shot and finishing.
Hero rebounded by Isaac.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Suggs. And again, it's the magic from deep.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
There's Hero with the 3. Hero can't get that one to fall. Orlando's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
He gets it in there. Jovic has got his first 2 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Hero kicks to Love. Here's Jaquez. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Black. Here's Wagner, guarded by Robinson. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. A miss that time would have put him up. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And so here's Orlando. And 1:01 left in the third. For the lead. Rebound by the Heat. Outside Robinson. Pass to Jovic. Cans it from downtown. Jovic has got 5 now.
Yeah, one part of Duncan Robinson's game doesn't get talked about enough. He is willing to find open teammates.
From downtown. Second chance shot. Isaac misses.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jaquez the pass to Jovic. Now Love. And there's another one for the Heat.
I like seeing Love work that in-between area. He's got a great understanding of when it is that he's going to have the room to fire.
Here's Black. Another miss by Orlando. There's Hero with a 3. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Magic foul.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Suggs out there with Black. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Wagner. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Franz Wagner.
Burks looking around. Offensive rebound. Adebayo.
It doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
The Magic trail by 10. Suggs dishes to Caldwell Pope. Let's go. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Caldwell Pope's gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 60%. Suggs against Mitchell. Pass to Ware. Higgins outside. Off target from the wing. Well, Orlando shooting 49% in the game. They'll take that. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
6 to shoot. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
The Magic trail by 8. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Back to Suggs. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break, here they come. Burks for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Banchero's got 19 points.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Deep Adebayo. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Driving to the basket. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. The Heat leading by 7. Mitchell outside. Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Drills it from outside.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Works on the wing. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. Burks has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Heat.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Wiggins. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. Wiggins has got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat. And Caro. The Magic again can't hit. Miami's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell against Suggs. Back to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. With the fadeaway. Up again, and Mitchell is right there. And the Heat lead by 15.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Miami grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Mitchell with it. Works on the wing. Back to Mitchell. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Adebayo. The rebound by Batadze. And it's the Magic with the ball. Down by 12. Count that one. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Fires from way outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2, and it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. And for Orlando, the backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Bataze in at the center position. These teams have talent up and down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoff. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
Suggs outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Siakam, no good.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Bataze with a screen. Knocked loose. Now the Pacers on the move. Three-pointer Mathurin. Can't hit that one. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Bataze with a screen. Wagner for 3. Indiana with a rebound. For 3, Mathurin. And Indiana misses again. Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. There's the 3. Suggs outside. Here's the 3. No good that time.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And it's Benedict Mathurin with the 3. Mathurin's got 6.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Siakam. Banchero passes to Wagner.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Three-pointer. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Magic have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Takes the 3. Caldwell-Pope pulls it in. Orlando leading. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Bataze. Sends it home from three-point land.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Fires for 3. Rebounded by Halliburton. Pacers trail by 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Suggs with the bucket. He's got 5.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Halliburton for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Banchero surveys. Here's Bataze. Turner covers. Pass to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. And Siakam gets it to go.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Suggs with it. Turner covering. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Halliburton outside. Siakam with a screen on Suggs. Halliburton, the pass to Nembhard. The 3 is up. Outside for Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. For Orlando, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. Here's Nembhard. it's all from three-point range. Suggs outside. The three. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Orlando ahead, leading. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Gogo Batadze is out there with Paolo Banchero, and it's Anthony in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pacers trail by 3. There's Neesmith with the 3. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Neesmith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Anthony against McConnell. Anthony feeling it out a bit. He shoots. And Batadze gets it to go. Batadze's got 7 points. The Pacers shooting just 35% from the floor. McConnell from outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Anthony against McConnell. Anthony, the pass to Batadze. It's hauled in by McConnell. Indiana has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. From outside, off the mark. Orlando trailing here. And he lobs it up top. Toppin outside. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Toppin's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. McConnell outside. Pass to Shepard. For 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
No one covering. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Bryant, right side. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 5 rebounds in the game. Caldwell Pope for 3. And another 3 for Orlando. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Here's Batadze. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Hits the trifecta. Shepard's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Out to the wing. Pass to Neesmith. The 3 is up. Orlando grabs the miss. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Magic have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And Neesmith gets it to go. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of this game. Wagner, he's open. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Pacers have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Isaac, he's checked in for Wagner. And Black subbed in for Caldwell Pope.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's Neesmith with a 3. Drains the triple. Give him 8.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Carter can't get it to go.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And here's Shepard for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Outside Carter. Puts the move on, and it's good on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralized.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Indiana ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam for 3. Unable to get that one. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Lays out, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Mathurin. Orlando with the rebound.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Anthony finds Wagner. Over Siakam. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wagner's got his first basket.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. From way out there, Tyrese Halliburton.
You're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. Kicks it out to Isaac. Halliburton against Anthony. Clock at 6. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's the break. For 3, Mathurin. Anthony grabs the board. Magic trail by 4. Here's Black. Mathurin with a rebound. Carter with it. Turner covering. Here's Wagner. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Wagner against Mathurin. Shoots a fadeaway. That one doesn't drop. The Pacers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. It's not going to go for them. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Anthony misses. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And here's Siakam for 3. He buries it from 3. Siakam's got 8.
Yeah, and when it comes to finishing plays, Siakam can beat you back to the basket, facing up and, of course, in transition.
Indiana leading by 3. For 3, Mathurin. It's hauled in by Isaac. Outside Carter. Kicks it out to Isaac. Shoots over Matherin. Indiana with a rebound. In transition, here they come. On target from range. 12 points for him.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Matherin is so tough in transition.
Pass to Black. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Halliburton, no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 4. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Isaac with it. Back to Wagner. Stolen by Siakam. All by himself. Here's Nembhard. And a miss there on the triple. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Three-pointer, Anthony. It doesn't go for him. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Knocks it down from distance. And the Pacers lead by 7.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Anthony, the pass to Carter. Hey, from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Siakam for 3. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. To the left wing. There's the steal. Lets the 3 fly. Outside for Halliburton. Launches it. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Indiana earning this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Personal foul.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A new lineup here for Indiana. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Bataze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And it's Shepherd missing. Magic trail by 10. They swipe it. There's Nesmith with a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Bataze's got rebound number 7 tonight. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Indiana leading by 10. To the wing on the left. Here's Shepherd. Fires from deep. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Fast break, here we go. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Banchero with a screen on McConnell. And he's going for the... Oh, it's Banchero going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
And here's Bryant outside. Rebounded by Suggs. Magic trail by 7. Banchero with it. And it's Toppin picking him up.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Three-pointer. And McConnell is good for 3. And the Pacers lead by 8.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Wagner outside. Pass to Bataze. And he bangs it home with one hand.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And here's Shepard for 3. Orlando with the rebound. Bataze's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Caldwell Pope. The Pacers pull it in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Toppin passes to Bryant. And it's all from three-point range. The Magic have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. McConnell from outside. And the three-pointer goes. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break, because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope against Toppin. Misses the 3. And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. A new lineup here for Indiana. Magic trail by 9. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Bataze. Now here's Banchero. From downtown, the big man, Banchero, showing the range.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Count it. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Suggs, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero in the post. Working on Siakam. Fade away. Banchero no good.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Rebounded by Suggs.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Indiana with a rebound. And they're running. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now an 11-point Pacer lead.
Man, we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Suggs, no good. And so it's Indiana with it. Three-pointer, Halliburton. It's rebounded by Wagner. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Banchero. Orlando again missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Nembhard. Offline with a 3. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, with Grant Hill.